Hi friends, Teacher Lucas here. In this video, I will be reading Unstinky by Andy Rash. And I got this book, an e-book from the library. Have you done that, friends? And also, the inspiration for reading this book has come from one of our friends has this book at their house. You know who you are. I'm reading it for you and everyone else. Unstinky by Andy Rash. Bud was happy, stink bug, most of the time. But not when there was a stinking contest, because Bud always had to compete with the biggest stinkers ever. Pew Bottoms, Lord Stinkton, and the Fumigator. And every time Bud tried to stink, something went wrong. He always made good smells. Let's see, this friend was able to stink like a smokestack, and this one is able to stink like a dead fish, and this one is able to stink like a dog do. Ha ha ha. But not this one. Flowers, just flowers. And what about this bug? Outhouse. And this one, gym sock. And this one, sour milk. Ooh. And guess what? Just a pine tree. This one, bug spray. This bug, rotten eggs. This bug, armpit. But this, oh no. New car. Another big stinking failure. But Bud had an idea. Bud is going to put onions under his underarms and step into some manure and make fun of a skunk. Oh no. Once Bud was sure he totally reeked, he announced his own stinking contest. But as all the stink bugs lined up, a big dewdrop fell. Oh, splash! So, when it came to the contest, this bug was stinking like garbage truck. This bug was stinking like Limburger cheese. This bug is stinking like a burning wig. Ooh, that's gotta smell really bad. But Bud, guess what? Bud smelled like fresh baked bread. Fourth place again. Bud wandered off to mope. And ran into Major Funk, a stink bug with a high rank. What's wrong, Bud? Major Funk yelled. I can't stink, sir. I don't know how, said Bud. Nonsense, yelled Major Funk. Every stink bug can stink. Just do what I do. Stomp your feet. Wave your arms. Waggle your bottom. Well, Major Funk was able to stink like a gunpowder, but guess what? Bud smelled like candy cane. Major Funk sniffed the air. Well, We'll keep working on it, Bud. You're sure to stink someday. Bud did keep working on it all day. He stomped and waved and waggled. He jumped and slid and twirled. And every time, Bud smelled like a rose, a daisy, a tulip, a poppy, a daffodil, a gardenia, a violet, a petunia. He flopped and reached and twitched, but every smell that came out of him was flowers, flowers, flowers. A confused bee arrived. Hi, I'm April. Sorry to interrupt your dancing. I thought I smelled flowers. That flower smell is me, said Bud. I'm trying to stink, but I'm no good at it. Maybe stinking just isn't your thing, said April. But you sure can dance. Will you come with me to a dance party at the hive? Do you think they'll even let me in? I'm a stink bug, said Bud. Don't be silly. They'll be happy to see you, said April. Here's the hive. The bees were not happy to see Bud, but the guards let him in because he was April's guest. And April was a VIB, a very important bee. Bud's entrance created a lot of buzz. Who let a stink bug in here, said one bee. He'll stink up the whole hive, said another. April, I'm going to leave. Nobody wants me here, said Bud. We'll show them, Bud, on the dance floor, said April. Bud and April danced and danced and danced and danced. And then, all the bees. Her Royal Majesty, the Queen Bee arrived. Bud, the stink bug, you have graced this hive with your dancing aroma. You're always welcome as a guest. Hooray, said all the bees. Bud went back. Bud went back and told his friends about dancing. They had never heard of it. Never heard of what? They gave it a shot, but it clearly wasn't their thing. Although the exercise improved their stinking quite a bit, they thanked Bud as he waved goodbye. So let's do the stink bugs. We're able to stink up to, they stink up to a volcano right here. A dinosaur poo. Ooh. A cheese factory. Ooh, stinky. And Bud went back to do his thing, which is, what is it? Dancing and not stinking, right? Well, friends, I hope you liked the book. And stay tuned for the next video. Who knows what I'm going to read next? See you again.